Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Sunday, the 22nd of December, 2024. And I feel a little bit guilty about not doing enough shows in November while I was away. I'm just do loads of shows. Just going to do loads of shows on the channel, on the Politics Social channel. You are watching Morning Brew on Politics Social. I am Graham Hughes. Just made that come up. Look, it's Graham Hughes. Right, if you would like to join the chat on the side of the screen here with Sarah and Billy and David and Anya, all you need to do is hit that subscribe button. Hit it! And wait for 1 minute, and you will be able to join the conversation. So today we're going to do something a little bit different, because we are going to be going through the BBC's 100 Heartwarming Stories and just talking about them. You know, it's going to be a two-way conversation. It's not just going to be a monologue of me just droning on about all the problems of the world. It's actually going to be, something positive, I guess, because it's nearly Christmas. I've got a Christmas tree and everything. We've got Steve S in the chat. We've got Diz in the chat. We've got Simon M. We've got Ian. We've got Cathal. We've got Sarah Davis. How you doing, Sarah? Glad you like your book. Right. 3 lols or your money back. Okay, so let's get into it. So we've got a giant baby penguin, a man wearing 350 puddings, Yorkshire puddings, I think, and stitching a 16-foot tree, 100 heartwarming stories. We probably won't go through all of them because I don't think we're going to have time. But let's go through a few. Kind strangers save stranded bride's wedding day. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? 100th story, Paige Lawson, who's 28, was on her way to Plymouth, her Plymouth wedding to Steph Lawson, 37, was left standing at the roadside in tears. A bit odd that they had the same surname before they got married. Paige's look changed, though, when strangers came to help. Florist Catherine Scorn, twigged what was happening, and she and her husband offered to take Paige and her mum, Kat, to the wedding. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? I like weddings. I like getting drunk at them. The Grinch was arrested by nursery kids in the penultimate story. I mean, we're going from the back end. We're going from the 100 down to 1. A group of kids dressed as pant-sized officers arrested, in inverted commas, Dr. Seuss's green-faced anti-Christmas character at the nursery recently. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Someone dressed up as the Grinch, and they arrested him for being Grinchy. It's my favourite insult at this time of year, is like when someone's being Grinchy, is say, haven't you got a Christmas to steal? Moving on, Tofu the cat burglar, who's cleaning up Britain's streets, which is about a cat who brings in random bits of tat through his cat flap, Tofu was taken in by Jane Sweet of Hertfordshire, who found the stray kitty last September. And she sets up a camera so she can watch Tofu and his adopted sister Sushi, who proudly brings home mice, but found Tofu bringing home crisp packets, cardboard containers, and even a roll of unused dog poo bags. Oh, that's so heartwarming. Amazing stuff. Richard Grumpy Git says, morning all, probably won't be in for long. There's some nice stuff if you leap away from politics, Tories, refuck. Yes, you're absolutely right. So you wrote reform, but I just transliterate it in my head. Drunken mistake causes Yorkshire giant Santa tradition. 4 years ago, Peter Rutledge was shopping online after a few festive drinks. He made a huge error in his drunken mistake. He purchased an inflatable Santa that was actually taller than his 2-story home in North Yorkshire village. And Peter said his wife was not hugely amused when it arrived, but once they put it up on the driveway, everyone sort of loved it. Now, each year, the Rutledges re-inflate their supersized Saint Nick. Oh, bless them. Boom Boom Cardiff singing train operator serenades passengers. So here you go. Are we gonna play some of this? Because oh shit, where's my headphones? Should we play some of this stuff? Because this is what our friend Max does, doesn't he? He goes through his Twitter feed and he plays things from his Twitter feed. So let's see if we can emulate, bring the spin. Works. It might not. We might not hear anything. Let's see. What happens? No sound. Oh, because I've muted the site. There you go.
Prepare to leave. Oh, we hope you have a great day. Be it work or be it play.
Okay, I'm going to stop that there. Anyway, so that's a train conductor singing to the passengers, which was no way set up whatsoever. It was completely impromptu, and that's why you filmed it. Beep Beep, It's Christmas, a modern take on Santa's sleigh, known as the Light Ranger, is roaming the streets of Bishop Stortford in Hertfordshire. There's a lot of Hertfordshire stories, isn't there? It's almost as though all the BBC presenters and news journalists live in the home counties. Just saying. And then there's a look back over 5 decades of heartwarming stories, I guess. And then there's a heroic act at train station saved by good boy Spartacus. Every dog is a good boy, except for the dogs that kill kids. It was Sue's first time on a train with the dogs. She organises holidays activities for. When disaster struck on her own dog, Spartacus. I was helping the other dogs off the train. And next thing I knew, Spartacus jumped down the gap. Oh, shit. But opportune moment. A heroic stranger performed in a heroic act of kindness, lifting Spartacus out. And we can all say, thank bloody heavens for that, eh? And my computer just froze because, computers hate me. Right, presenters pick historical letters. A historic letter without address finds its way. You know, when I ever see these stories, right, I'm always reminded of the fact that a fan of mine from Canada sent a Christmas card, a birthday card to me from Canada, and just addressed it to Graham Hughes. This is on an actual envelope. Graham Hughes at every country, Liverpool, England. That's all they put on the front, right? Obviously thinking that, the postman would know where the Twitter handle every country lived. Obviously, they did their best. They did their best, and so what they ended up doing was they sent it to the Everyman Theatre in Liverpool city centre. So instead of every country, they went, well, it's near enough. They sent it to the Everyman Theatre, who the wonderful people at the Everyman Theatre looked me up online, sussed out who I was via Twitter, found my Twitter handle, sent me a message saying, we think we've got a card here for you, mate. You want to come pick it up? So I went, all right, cool. So I went into town in Liverpool to the Everyman Theatre and picked up my 6 month late birthday card from them. So it got to me. So that's my heartwarming story. I don't need to bother with this one. Took 100 years to get where it was meant to be. I don't know. Aren't posties brilliant? Yes, they are. They really, really are. What's going on in the chat? I prefer Fascinating Ada's demonetising response to Christmas Grinches. We got Gillian Hope saying good morning all. We got Tara Taylor saying that's amazing. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's just Graham Hughes at every country, Liverpool, England. Brilliant. It got here from Canada as well. It's not like it came from somewhere nearby. It was a long way to actually get to me. Head Teachers Love Actually tribute goes viral. This is probably excruciating, but let's watch it. Let's watch a little bit of this guy doing the whole Love Actually dance bit. Actually. Okay. This is in Worcestershire, Malvern College, which is a private school, by the way. Okay, I'm going to stop that there. So this is why public schools, private schools, whatever, the same thing, should be neutralised. They got time to do this kind of shit. Do they? Really? You got time? I thought you had to pay VAT. I thought you couldn't do anything more because you couldn't educate anyone anymore because of the VAT. It's a war on envy or something, or the politics of envy. The war on the upper class. Anyway, we're in the final countdown. Oh, God. Don't say that, BBC. Look at that. We're in the final countdown. Tom Daly fights back tears after retiring from diving. That's not a heartwarming story. That's very sad and tragic. Poor old Tom Daly. I like Tom Daly. He's lovely. Cinnamon the Capybaras. Great escape. I mean, capybaras are just great. I've known this for 22 years when I spent a few days... Spent a week actually down one of the tributaries of the Amazon River called the Rio Beni, B-E-N-I, and the capybaras are everywhere, and they're so cool. Everyone loves capybaras. Anyway, so Cinnamon the capybara escaped from the zoo and warmed the cockles of everyone's heart. They're the biggest rodents in the world. Absolutely awesome. Cinnamon celebrated with watermelon and bananas at a belated first birthday party after returning from her escape. Well done, Cinnamon, the capybara. World's ugliest dog thing. Okay. And then we've got Ezra Collective headlined Wembley Arena. I'm not into the Ezra Collective. Is that George Ezra? Is that someone else? Oh, it just has the same name. Thousands pitch in to restore Notre Dame. This is a brilliant news story. This is like 2,000 artisans descended on Notre Dame. It was like the biggest challenge Annika of all time. And they spent 5 years restoring it to its former glory. So, wow. I mean, I just want to say wow. Can I just say wow? I'm going to say wow. So, well done for that. There was a deer that invaded the pitch and tackled a rugby player. Let's watch this. There was a majestic deer. Here we go. And it's running across. It's very small on the screen. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. You see it again. Oh my God, it just knocks that guy down. That's kind of hilarious. Let's try and make it really big. Let's play it again. Let's play it again, Sam. One more time from the top. Go on, do it slow motion. Here we go. Boof! Oh, see you later, alligator. Right, let's go back to normal screen. Okay, meet with the asylum seeker helping Sheffield seniors with their digital skills. No, I don't want to. And then we're going to go on to the next one. Injured runaway horse returns to military service, which is nice. Is that the one that ran in the... Oh, God, remember that? Remember the galloping horses? Woo! We're going to do a roundup of the year at the end of the year. And that'll probably feature in it. That was mad, wasn't it? Just bring on the dancing horses. Young Deadpool fan got to meet Ryan Reynolds, who plays Deadpool, which is nice. Ryan Reynolds seems like a decent guy. Did you see the story about his wife, Blake Lively, who was just demonized by the far right, the Nazis? Wow. It just shows how their propaganda machine works. There's a guy who's 101. Well done, mate. And he's making bird boxes for birds. We've got a round of applause. See what they did there? Do you see what he did? Oh, Aid Thompson's in the chat. Morning, Gray, you absolute dream. Oh, thank you, Aid. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Aid who? Aid Thompson. I'm in Hearts too, says Russell Cannon. Oh, well, there you go. Hi there, fellow Hertford residents. Gillian says Hertfordshire. Lots of people in Hertfordshire, which is nice. I won't slag off Hertfordshire. My dad's postie, he recently had an envelope delivered to my wonderful boyfriend with no address at all. Love will surely find a way. I'll tell you what, that could create problems, though, couldn't it? If you just put it in the wrong door, that could create problems. Think about it for a moment. Married couple, letter arrives to my... Okay. My round of applause, this is about dogs. Spreading happiness through free art is more valuable than money. A Buckinghamshire. See, it's all home counties. With a man with sight loss has been gifting his artwork to strangers to make other people happy. That's really nice. Lifting up strong girls in her community. This is a woman, a weightlifting coach from Lincolnshire, who's helping her community find their strength in Lincolnshire. Maybe they can find their strength by not voting for Nazis all the time, Lincolnshire. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Just leave the Nazis alone. Just leave it out. Future Baker replaces Michelin stars. Future Star Baker replaces Michelin chef stolen pies. Michelin starred chef Tommy Banks had 2,500 pies stolen from his van earlier this month. But thanks to help from an 11-year-old from Peterborough, at least some of the baked goods have been replaced. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Joshy Harris, a budding chef who is non-verbal and autistic, heard about the theft and used his iPad to talk to his dad about the incident after seeing it on the BBC website. I see sad man, pies finished, he wrote. Oh. See, the thing is with people on the spectrum, people with ADHD, people with autism, they tend to have a very strong sense of justice, and they tend to, want to put things right, which is why, for people like us, someone like Trump and Boris Johnson are just such an anathema, because they just stand against everything that we believe in, which is justice, a sense of fair play. All those games that you like playing, like footy and cricket and tennis, and all the rules were probably invented by an autistic person. I guarantee it. Right, moving on. Big penguins and bigger hearts. Fake laugh until you make it. Oh, fake it until you make it. There's been plenty of stories shared over the past week that could leave you chuckling, whether it's a cat stuck up a drain pipe, forgot to walk down the aisle, or a nearby tomato factory for the Northern Lights, who confused the lights of the a woman who confused the lights of a nearby tomato factory for the Northern Lights. But there you go. I don't know what the actual story was there. One Facebook post united 300 lovely ladies, and this was about a woman who said she was lonely, and a bunch of people reached out to her and said, "I'll be your friend," which is really nice. Just that's lovely, isn't it? In Scunthorpe. How Let It Go inspired this teen to write 2 Japanese language textbooks. So there you go. I was mesmerized by the language and began to delve deeper into the culture, teaching myself Japanese, she says. There you go. Determined to learn the language, Rosanna eventually became fluent in Japanese. Now she's 16. She's written 2 textbooks, and that's all because of Let It Go. Frozen. Hi, Billy Kershaw. Agree on Graham with Graham on that. Good morning, great. Politics Social and Badgers. Badger. From Johan. Is there any mention of a certain ginger who organised efforts to save an island from daily flooding? No, it was my island, so slightly less altruistic than last year, where I went to Ukraine with presents for kids, of hundreds of presents of Lego for the kids over there. Slightly less altruistic. But if you want to help out our mate James, who's over there right now, who spent the last 3 nights underground. Every night there's been an air raid while he's been over there. He's in Kyiv at the moment. I think he's leaving, setting off this morning back to the UK, having delivered hundreds of presents and 3 SUVs. He's gone massively over budget. He's paid for loads of stuff out of his own pocket. So I'm hoping that we can club together and give him enough money so he's not out of pocket for doing this amazing thing, because obviously he's not working while he's going over to Ukraine with presents for kids who are, really not having a good time of it right now. So, it's Christmas. The link is in the description. So if you want to help out with that, that would be fantastic. Right, moving on. Presenter's pick, and the award goes to Messi the dog. And this was about the dog coming on stage at the Oscars, I think. Was it? The breakout star from the movie Anatomy of a Fall. He portrays a guide dog that nearly overdoses on pain medication. Yes, Anatomy of a Fall is one of those films that, if you like art house cinema, that kind of just ends. And you're like, okay, where's the twist? Where's the punchline? Where's the clever resolution? No, it just ends. I watched a film the other day called Anonia. No, Anonia. I've forgotten what it's called now. Bloody hell, that's really bad, isn't it? I only watched it the other day. It was basically Pretty Woman, but like an indie movie version of Pretty Woman, with Russian gangsters. Someone's going to tell me the name of the actual film, and it was really good. But again, don't want to spoil anything. But like, it's as though they sort of started at the beginning and then got to the end of the story, and then they sort of fizzled out a little bit. I felt it fizzled out a little bit. Spoilers, sorry. When I'm writing a story, I usually start at the end, because I think that's got to be the most powerful. You start with the punchline, and then you work your way back. Anyway, rom-com to reality. Hugh Grant and Julie Roberts are the only ones to find love in West London's Notting Hill earlier this year. BBC reported that love blossomed between Sherry, I think that's pronounced, and her husband Simon, who met at the annual Notting Hill Carnival. Oh, so lovely. Right, love is in the air. Oh, Chris McCausland from Liverpool, West Derby, same as me, West Derby. West Derby is mentioned in the Doomsday Book. It's now a suburb of Liverpool, but back in the day, it was one of the Lancashire Hundreds, one of the 6 Lancashire Hundreds, and it encompassed all of what is now Liverpool, and also most of what is now all of what's now Merseyside, north of the river. But now it's just a suburb. But Chris McCausland and me, woo, from down the road. Also, Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool and England fame. He's also a West Derby lad. He's from up the road. Do you remember there was a show? Do you remember there was a show like Pop Stars Survivals, or was it Fame Academy or something? And there was a group from Liverpool, and they were called Eton Road, and it was spelled Eton Road. Do you remember that? Well, they were literally from around the corner from where I grew up. Eton Road is where Old Hay Hospital is, and but it's spelled slightly differently. But they were from West Derby and all. Anyway, so yeah, West Derby people are We rock. This 12-year-old cycled... What? This 12-year-old cycled 230 miles. Bloody hell, lad. That's pretty good, isn't it? 12-year-old Dexter is preferring to set off on a 230-mile cycling trip from Berkshire to the Paralympics in Paris. That's amazing. Well done, lad. Well done. I'm very impressed because when I bring out my record collection, it didn't take much effort. I mean, it took a lot of planning, but at the end of the day, I did go to a shitload of pubs along the way. I did go to a lot of parties. I did go to a lot of clubs and danced the nice away. So it wasn't particularly strenuous. Never forget, most of the time I was just sitting on my arse on a bus or a train or a bush taxi or on the roof of a truck. Right, anyway, presenter's pick, Pesto, the absolute unit of a pigeon. Here we go. Here's his bit of pesto for you. Many people dream of fame and fortune their whole lives, but only one baby boy in Australia had to wait 9 months for international stardom. Meet Pesto, the fat baby pigeon and viral superstar. Pesto the pigeon stole the hearts of millions, me included, when they saw the chunky, fluffy and sassy boy wading through his enclosure. But there you go. He was just a baby, but he towered over the other penguins and weighed more than double of his devoted foster parents, Tango and Hudson. Well, there you go. Maybe he's not a penguin. Maybe he's actually a swan. Did you ever think of that? No, because you only think of yourself. Right, the friends setting up blind dates for mates. When it seemed to them that young adults were lonelier than ever, a friend started playing platonic Cupid. Julia and Mary are Glasgow University students behind Dinner with a Stranger. They present potential mate dates with personalised quizzes and then match them depending on their answers. This is a good idea. Honestly, loneliness is a killer. This is good. I like this. We should do more of this. Meeting mates in the village hall. There you go. There's in Kathy Bamber's village hall in Gusac. Gusac? Is that pronounced? I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing it terribly wrong. Gusac, Preston. It was company. It was not a warm meal. People were coming largely live alone and don't see anyone from day to day. Again, loneliness is a killer. So, or any kind of story about communities coming together, I like that. It was like a fairy tale. The arrival of Wicked in cinemas added a bit of magic to everyday life. But that's especially true for two girls who got time on the big screen. She was chosen. 10-year-old Karis was chosen to play young Elphaba in the film. Oh, wow, that's really cool. And Harriet played young Ariana Grande. Moving on, Galinda, who becomes Glinda. You'll have to watch the movie. Back in April, I spoke about a couple in their 80s who have fostered more than 150 children and say they have no plans to retire. Bloody hell. Oh, yeah, wow, that is really, really impressive. What's going on in the chat? We've got Hi Billy Kershaw. We've got Ned saying, just giving up eating a coconut quality street by mistake. Sorry, Ed. Ned, I love those, right? So we got some quality street, and Kat said yesterday, Graham, there were no coconut ones in this when I looked at it. And I went, yeah, I ate them all. And she's like, oh, thank you. Because she hates them. The kids hate them. I'm the only one who likes them. So to stop anyone doing what you just did, I ate them all. Look at that. That is the true altruism of Christmas. I dived on the grenade, Captain America style, Steve Rogers on the grenade to save the platoon. I did. By eating those lovely chocolates that I actually like. Right, stitching a community together. This is about a Christmas tree that is obviously made of knitting. They knitted a Christmas tree. Knit the tallest Christmas tree in Scotland. There you go. Community group in Scotland knitted a 16-foot tree. Lovely. A repentant former schoolboy reveals a missing piece. So this is about a schoolboy stole something from a museum, the bastard. Not a museum, sorry. He stole it from a train. It'd been missing a handle. So they've been missing for the Nine Valley team have been searching for the missing piece for decades. Is it pronounced Nine or Nini? Let me know in the chat. Lifting spirits one vibe at a time. This is from Helen Gordon, who's become an icon. She was spotted dancing down Whitehall Road in Billingham, County Durham, during the school run. Oh, that's nice. That's not far from me. It's all gravy for Yorkshire superhero. And this is a guy. Is he dressed as a load of puddings? Oh, he dived into a. Look at this. Are you ready? He dived into a big Yorkshire pudding. Oh, 2,000 litres of gravy, a Yorkshire pud, and decision to belly flop into it. Come on then, get on with it. Where's he still talking? Come on, get on with it. We haven't got all morning. We've only got 3 minutes to do another 87 stories. 3, 2, 1, belly flop. Oh, lovely. Are they going to do a slow-mo? No, who cares? Right, moving on. Trying to interview Kate Bush. Couple reunited with Lost Wedding film. Oh, that's nice. Background Bob keeps the teen artist legacy alive. Art community around the world has rallied to keep one teen artist's legacy alive. And Noah was known as Background Bob, and basically they're making sure that these that his art pieces are recognised. They're really good, actually. After he passed away. Community learns sign language for deaf neighbour, which is really nice. Also, learning BSL is a really good thing to do. Unfortunately, it's really expensive and you don't get any kind of grant off the government, even if a member of the family is deaf, which is nice, but, those farmers need their tax breaks, and those kids who go to private school, like their parents can't possibly pay VAT on their £300 a week fees, they can't, it'd be wrong. What magical moment for 5 generations of the same family. It's fair to say 102-year-old Haringey resident Anne Taylor has seen a lot over the course of her life, and not much surprises of anymore, but there you go. But 5 generations all together for Christmas. That's nice. Why is this cat wearing a jumper? Yes, why is this cat wearing a jumper? Morgan the cat has allergies, and the tiny jumpers help protect his skin. Oh, bless. Very, very cute. Okay, so ready, steady, flow. Samaritan Vikings set sail on the Thames. And we're just going to go down to 50 today. I might continue this tomorrow for the other 50. We've got Britain's loneliest sheep, Fiona. Oh, remember that, Lonely No More. So this is Britain's loneliest sheep who was stuck down a cliff stuck at the base of a steep cliff in Cromarty Firth in northern Scotland. 2 years after she was last seen, 2 years at the bottom of a cliff, and she has been rescued and sheared because she was looking a bit scruffy. Airline keeps mistaking 101-year-old woman for a baby. This is because, obviously, when you get the drop-down box, it only goes back 100 years. So if you're over 100 years old, it doesn't help, does it? Woman read her uncle's name by chance on one of 160 memorial pillars. That's cool. And then we've got Battle of the Christmas Ads. Don't care. And then we've got Strangers knitted together by an unloved sweater. Oh, there you go. They just, no one loved this sweater. I don't think it's too bad. We hope this page is putting a smile on your face. Well, I hope this episode is putting a smile on your face, because I'm just fed up of talking about all the shit that's going on in the world. Man searches for Good Samaritan who saved his life. This is for since June this year. Jamie Miller, 37, has been searching for Good Samaritan who saved his life. He suffered a sudden heart attack, cardiac arrest, and he woke up in the hospital a little confused, pieced together what happened moments based on conversations with emergency services and friends. Had it been nothing stranger than their quick response, I wouldn't be here to tell the story. I owe them a pint or two. A pint or two of blood. No, beer. A couple reunites after 50 years apart. It was love at first sight for Lenny and Peter when they met in Maastricht, Netherlands, during Peter's military service in 1967. At 22 and 23, their romance ended when Peter had to return to the UK and they lost touch. But then they found each other again. Oh, bless them. Woman who punched crocodile to save her sister, commended by King. That is a kind of headline you got to love. You can't not love that. Back in June 2021, Georgia Laurie, 30, from Sandhurst in Berkshire, Berkshire even, another home county, punched a crocodile in the face when it started dragging her twin sister Melissa underwater in a Mexican lagoon. Nuts. Okay, rescued seal pups joy at first taste of deep water. They were rescued from a circus, probably. They were fit and healthy enough, and confused. They were confined to a shallow pool. Oh, they were rescued from different parts of the East Coast. Okay, not the circus. Thank God. Anyway, it'll never be the same. Artist finds beauty in the mundane every day. An artist from the Scottish Borders has been keeping a daily art journal for nearly 2 years. That's very nice. Lost diamond ring found almost 100 miles away. They say if you love something, let it go, and if it's yours, it will come back to you. Let it go. Let it go. There's a whole Frozen thing going on. Must be Christmas. That was the case for an NHS consultant who lost a diamond ring, but then got it back, which is wonderful. I got my I lost my SD card at Glastonbury last year. My SD card, like from my camera, which is about an inch square, right? Lost it, dropped it on the floor at Glastonbury. At Glastonbury, 250,000 people traipsing around, and the team at Glastonbury found my SD card. Wow. Moving on. Charity gets disabled dogs wheelie moving. So this is about Charity who gave a dog the chance to be able to get moving again, who had lost his back legs. And there we go. Number 50. We're going to end it here for today because I've gone 3 minutes over. They come out to show rugby team for young people with Down syndrome, which is really cool. Earlier this year, Helen McCarthy spoke about a rugby team in Leicester for young people with Down syndrome. Which is really cool. It's one family club. Everyone's part of the same family. And we need jungle, I'm afraid. 5 words that sparked a university challenge remix craze. We will get back to that one tomorrow. Okay, so let's just go through your chat. What are people saying? I've read that one. Red or blue. Chat, all have a great Christmas. All need to get ready for Register Mod, another live this morning. Maybe see you there at 10 a.m. Sunday roast. Oh shit, it's the Sunday roast. We better go. We better go to the Sunday roast. I'll tell you what I'll do, right, just for you. If you just hang on there for a moment, momentarily. I think Phil's on the Sunday roast this week. Is Aid on there as well? I don't know. There's loads of people on the Sunday roast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to magic while I'm talking to you. I'm going to magically make this redirect to Alex's feed. I'm going to try and do this. Oh no. Is it only live videos? Is it only live videos? Sunday roasts. It is a Sunday roast, isn't it? Great. Oh, mate, I can't find. I was gonna chuck you over there. I was gonna be really clever and chuck you over there. Is it Political X or Politics X? It's Political X, isn't it? No, not coming up. Bollocks. Do you know what I could do? I could go into YouTube. Here we go. I'll go into YouTube. I'm going to be really clever here. And then I will get share. I'll copy the link and see if I can link to this using the actual thing. Redirect privileges needed. Ask Sunday Roast to add you to their live redirect list in community settings. Oh, Alex! Never mind. Okay, right, well, you're going to have to do it yourself. I was going to redirect you so you wouldn't have to do anything. You can just go there yourself, but you're going to have to actually do it. Sunday Roast channel. Yes. Aid is on there, I believe. Put a link in the chat. Okay. Yes. That'll work, won't it? But you can't click on the link in the chat, can you? Anyway, but there it is. Oh, maybe you can. Oh, yes, you can. Ooh, yes. Okay, so, right, I'm going to get going. You all click on the link. Go and watch Alex and Aid and possibly Phil. I don't know, on Sunday Roast. And until later today, to this evening, when I do another quiz, we're doing another nice and sleazy politics quiz tonight. And then next week, we're doing a quiz of the year. So be ready for that. So we'll have hopefully 50 questions for you of the news that's been going on last week all around the world. So if you'd like to join us for that, please do. And don't forget, wonderful prizes are up for grabs, like a signed copy of my book, Man of the World. Until next time, I'll say thank you so much for watching. Hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye. Ooh, and enjoy Sunday roast.